Hey guys, it's Rudolph here with our first and probably only pod for the fantasy football league that we're in. I'm going to make this quick. Basically, I'm going to go over each team's matchup this week, and then I'm going to go over each team's roster individually and give each team a grade and their playoff chances this year. I'm not going to make it too long because Ron and TJ had me falling asleep with their podcasts. So without, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to jump right into it with me and Lucas's game. My team played like dog shit. I mean, Tyrone Tracy, 6 points. Jake Ferguson, 8 points. Chris Olave, 8 points. My defense had negative points until they threw a Hail Mary at the end and threw an interception. But we still won, which goes to show you just how dog shit Lucas's team is. If Jonathan Taylor isn't scoring 35 points, then Lucas is not winning. My team goes to 5-4. Lucas's team goes to 4-5. I mean, this one wasn't really surprising either. But next game, another game that wasn't a surprise, but the margin of victory is a surprise. XO put up the highest points this week. But you can't really come at Trick too sideways here because Neighbors and Scattaboo are out for the season. Laporta had a good week, but yeah, I mean, other than that, yeah, it was, nothing really to write home about. T. Higgins had a great week with 33 points. I don't know why he benched Gadsden, but, this just goes to show you. This is his season in a nutshell. This guy goes out in the first quarter, which adds insult to injury for him. I mean, he's the only guy, I think, with the IR roster spots filled. But XO goes to 4-5. Trick goes to the bottom of the table. Then we have Gump versus Nap. This is my game of the week, and this game was game of the week for me because it was going to show me what Nap's team is all about. And we got our answer. I mean, 165 to 137. It shows you that Nap is really just a Puka and Josh Jacobs merchant. If these guys aren't putting up 60 points combined, then he's fucked. There's no depth on this team. I mean, I'm lying. I don't even know why I said that. He has Pickens, Nakua, Josh Jacobs. This team's pretty good, but I mean, yeah, I don't know why I said that. His team's nice. But Gump put belt to ass, man. And it's no surprise. I mean, he has the highest points in the league, and just happens to have, just been kind of unlucky. He's on a 4-game win streak, though, I think. So he'll be, he's back. CMC with another 30-point game. Brock Bowers with 43 points this week. Yeah. Very good week for Gump. He goes to 5-4, and Nap goes to 7-2. Next game, I mean, Kevin versus Courting. Kevin's doing it again this season. I mean, Caleb Williams with 40 points. Who would have guessed, right? Yeah. Courting, though, we need to talk about Courting. His season's falling apart. This team isn't even good, man, if you look at it, like, player by player. You kind of wonder why or how he had a winning record at the beginning of the season. But I guess it's just because Igbuka, had a few good games, and then, yeah, I guess he's an Igbuka merchant, which is unfortunate. But Courting falls to 4-5, and Kevin is also at 4-5, and then we have Jeff and Never Pull Out. I mean, this is a fucking mid-off. No one except the quarterbacks got above 20 points. Jeff goes to 4-5. Never Pull Out goes to 5-4. Both of these rosters are just pretty terrible. I feel bad for Never Pull Out, though, because Tucker Kraft out injured. And, torn ACL, so he's out for the season, which probably means that Never Pull Out's season is also pretty much, over. He might scrape into the playoffs. He still does have Saquon Barkley, but Tucker Kraft was basically a very big piece for him. And, he's out now, so not looking too good for him. And then the last match is Nate versus Trey. Joe Flacco, 30 points. But Drake London put up 40, which was basically what determined this matchup. I don't know what Nate is still doing with Travis Hunter in his lineup. He's out for the season, I believe, right? Oh, no. Okay. Only 3 games. But, this seems okay, I guess. Nate goes to 5-4. Trey goes to 4-5. Let's go over the teams. There we go. League. Let's do bottom to top. We kind of touched on this already, but, you have Neighbors and Scattaboo out. It's basically over. He did get a very good waiver wire pickup and picked up Gadsden a few weeks ago, but he now has, I don't know how to say his name, Boot, however you say it. He's out now. Derrick Henry, not really performing. I mean, somebody smells like shit, bro. Like, none of these guys are having good seasons. He's probably done. I mean, if I had to give his team a grade, I would give them an F. And my prediction would be a 4-10 record, or 4-8 record. How many games do we play? Yeah, 14. So yeah, 4-10 record for sure. If he wins more than that, I'd be very shocked. Next up is Jeff. This team's a little better. He has CeeDee Lamb and McConkey and Gene T are okay, but other than that, I mean, not looking too hot. Mark Andrews in 2025. Like, are we serious? J.K. Dobbins is okay, I guess, but he's getting sub 50% of snap counts. Yeah, this is another team that's going to have a losing record. Probably 5-9 would be my guess. And if I had to give this team a letter grade, it would be D-. Yeah, not going to go very far. Lucas's team, also 5-9. There's bright spots on this team. I mean, you have Jonathan Taylor and Marvin Harrison Jr., who had a really good week, but, I mean, look at this shit, like 7 points, 5 points. I mean, I think this week was an anomaly and not a sign of things to come, you know? Mahomes also, he's pretty good, actually, number 1 QB. I was going to talk shit, but he's been playing pretty well this season, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't really see anything other than, like, a 5-9 season for him, personally. Grade, I would give Lucas's team, this team isn't terrible, so yeah, we'll give him a D+. So Jeff, D-. Trick gets an F. Yeah, Lucas is a D+ for sure. Then we're going to go to Courting's team. This team, I mean, he has H-Han. It was basically the entire Dolphins offense, but, I mean, just a lot of players that were picked up due to loyalty to Texas, man. Like, Xavier Worthy, what happened, man? Like, I mean, we thought this was going to be his breakout year, but nah, he hasn't really been performing. Kittle, not much to write home about there either. I don't even know who the fuck this is, man. 7 points. Yeah. He has Ibuka on his bench, which is good, so it looks like it's like Ibuka, H-Han, Darnold. Nico Collins hasn't been... Yeah, I mean, I would... 6-8, maybe, end of the season. I don't see him making the playoffs. Unless... where is he on the... Yeah, he's 9th on the waiver wire. Yeah, he's... Yeah, it's not looking good. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give him a C-. I think he'll be right there with Lucas and Jeff. 6-8, 5-9. If he breaks 500, he might make the playoffs, but if I'm not mistaken, let's see what his matchups are looking like. Oh, I mean, he might, so he should win this week. Okay. Then he has Nap. He has a Nap, and oh, okay, he has Jeff. And then he has Nate. And then he has me. Yeah, it's not looking good. Yeah, he's not making the playoffs. He's going to win 2 more games and go 6-8. Next up, we have XO's team. Now, XO's team is actually the first decent team we'll be seeing. T. Higgins, I mean, he's kind of like hot and cold, right? But he averages out to about 15 points a week, which is good. Devontae Adams is having a pretty decent season. Then you have Bijan and Lamar Jackson, pretty dependable players. Chase Brown has seen a resurgence since Joe Flacco's come in. Kyle Pitts is okay. His flex receivers, I mean, Yeah, this is a 7-7, 8-6 team. Definitely see them making the playoffs, but how far they go, I'm not really sure. Dude, look at Kamara, man. What the fuck happened? What happened, man? Last year, this guy was going crazy. The difference a year makes, right? But yeah, I mean, definitely a 7-7, 8-6 team. Letter grade B-. For someone with no fantasy football experience and making the playoffs, definitely a pretty decent accomplishment here. Moving on to Kevin's team. Kevin's team is not good. I mean, Jawan Johnson, Jacoby Meyer, like, this is not a good football team. Like, yeah. The only solid, consistent players seem to be Michael Pittman and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But the crazy part is this isn't even like a top 2 receiving core in the league. So, he is kind of, does have a decent RB1, but Krosky Merritt, I mean, this brother, something smells like shit, bro. Like, what the fuck? I mean, it might just be because of the tough matchups he's had, but I mean, he's not getting enough snaps to be start worthy, right? His bench isn't really good either, right? Yeah, I think this will be another 6-8, 5-9 team come into the season. Yeah, I don't see. I mean, he might be 7-7, but yeah, this is the definition of a C minus type of team, right? Then we have Trey's team. Trey picked up Joe Flacco 3 weeks ago, and I was like, what a retard. But this guy is cooking. Like, 18 points, 26 points, 25 points. Solid pickup. Jahmyr Gibbs, solid. Mason, I think, is getting... No, yeah. And then he has 2 injured wide receivers. I don't know if he's coming back, though. Good news for Wilson, though, is that the Jets are trading away everyone, so that should spell good news for him because they'll probably be chasing leads the rest of the season. I mean, this team isn't that bad. I mean, he has Garrett Wilson and A.J. Brown, but yeah, I think these are just short-term injuries, so he should be fine. This team will probably end the season 7-7, might scrape into the playoffs, might not. Yeah, this is a 7-7 team for sure. No real bad players, but other than Jahmyr Gibbs, no real good players either, right? Then we have Never Pull Out. Josh Allen, great quarterback. Montgomery's a good RB2, but your Devin Singletary should not be a starting player on anyone's team. But he does have Saquon coming back, and he has Charlie Kirk. I'm kidding, he's Christian Kirk on his bench. I don't know how he'll be performing once he comes back. But yeah, I mean, this team C minus, not because this isn't necessarily a bad team, but he lost Tucker Kraft this week. So yeah, it's going to look a little dicey for him. Yeah, this is a C minus, D plus team. This team will probably win one more game and lose out on the rest and finish the year 6-8. Because yeah, I don't really see much upside here. Now we have Nate's team. This team's pretty decent. Drake London's been pretty hot and cold, but he put up 40 last week. So Etienne, bro's got a crazy shaped head. Like, what the fuck? Justin Jefferson, not having a great year, but he's still a top 15 wide receiver. Javonte Williams, started off hot, now he's a little cold. Yeah, this is another C. I would give this team a C plus, but yeah, I don't see them winning more than 3 games in the next. How many weeks are left? In the next 5 weeks, yeah, I think they'll go 3-2 to end the season, and end up 8-6. Yeah, that's a C plus team. Next up is my team. This is the first really good team that we're gonna be seeing here. I mean, JSN, like, this guy is incredible. Jamar Chase, incredible. Kyren Williams, pretty good. Like, I mean, he has his off weeks. 8 points this week, 10, but his floor seems to be, 14, 15 points, which is all you can ask for. Jake Ferguson with another bad week, though, and falls to the number 2 tight end. But, I mean, Chris Olave, number 9. The only real problem on this team seems to be the RB2 situation. The good part is we have Pacheco, but Pacheco that's not a starting quality running back, and then Woody Marks isn't really getting sufficient touches, so there is that weak spot in the, RB2 slot, and this last week wasn't really encouraging because we saw, Devin Singletary getting the majority of the touches. The kicker and the defense, I mean, that has to be swapped out, obviously, but this team's solid. Nothing really to complain about. But yeah, Tyrone Tracy, that RB2 position is still a little dicey, but we'll see. It might have just been a bad game script, and probably see more of Tracy in the coming weeks. But grade-wise, this team is an A minus. A minus for sure. Next up is Gump's team, CMC, Jalen Waddle, Brock Bowers. That's a very good core. DK, good flex player. Addison, another decent flex option. As your wide receiver, too, though, Deebo Samuel's leaving a lot to be desired. And Jalen Waddle, I mean, he's doing okay, but I wouldn't have too much faith. And then much like my team, the RB2 situation's a little dicey. So with all that in mind, we'll give this team a B, just a B actually, a B. Yeah, the W Eaters will probably finish the season 9-5, and Gump's team will also probably finish 9-5. Yeah, two solid teams, and we're gonna wrap up with Nap's team, which is also decent. Pickens is a solid receiver, Diggs is a solid receiver, Nakua's solid. Rashee Rice, patience is a virtue. Also very solid, but the running back, everyone seems to just have RB2 problems because, yeah. But he has Josh Jacobs and Jordan Love. Grade-wise, I would give this team an A-. Because, again, has the same weakness. This team has the same weakness as the Tampa Bay W Eaters. Probably ends the season 10-4, 11-3. But in terms of like your top four teams, I think it'll stay in the same order, right? You have four decent teams, and then the rest fighting for the other four playoff spots. If I were to predict who would win, I would have to say, you can look at the playoff picture now. Let's just simulate this. Dude, that's a bogey team if I've ever seen one. Like, Nav has Exo Juke first. Anybody could win that, but I would give it to Nap's team, right? And then Nate. So we have Nap versus Nate in round 2. Then we have Rudy versus Trey and Gump versus Kevin. So Gump, if we have a Gump, Rudolph, and Nap Nate conference championship, I would have to give it, I don't even know who wins. It's a toss-up. Like, I genuinely can't pick, but, out of those four teams, I think what's going to determine who wins that is going to be, honestly, luck. I can't really, I think Nate is the weakest of the four, but in between my team, Nap's team, and Gump's team, I don't really see much separating us, so it should be exciting. But anyways, that wraps up my podcast. 25 minutes, a little too long, but, hope y'all enjoyed it. Until next time, peace.